Hello, hello. Bl'Artagnan here with the Lamia Queen Heretic Lufenia Plus fight. We're bringing a team that features no Burst Plus, no Synergy, which is pretty neat. I feel like it's been a while since I've done a run like this. Using Agrius, Vaan, and Quistis. Quistis? I've been told it's Quistis. That's where I'm going to try to stick with that, but oh man. Words are hard. Anyway, we're going to be in a bit of a tricky situation here, because we don't want these dudes acting, and we have Agrius to prevent that. But we also don't want the orb to tick down, and we need Vaan to ramp up. That dude, let me tell you, he takes his time doing that, so we're going to go ahead and buy him some time with Yuna. Tagging in Yuna belonging to Inkwelder of the Tonberry Troop. Shoutouts to Inkwelder and the Tonberry Troop, they do fantastic work for this game as a resource. You probably use their infographics. Go donate to their Patreon, give them a like, look up Inkwelder on YouTube, subscribe to his YouTube channel. Basically, show them some love. They deserve it. Anyway. Speaking of showing some love, be sure to hit that like button on this video, and consider subscribing if you haven't already. There are small actions that really help the channel quite a bit, so I appreciate any love you can throw my way. I'm going to go ahead and paralyze right now. It's, the orb is still a problem. We're still nervous about it. We're kind of in position now to blow them away, but we wanted to get Vaan ramped up so that his plus skill on a white whirl was ready. Tossing Sephiroth, why the hell not? And now, we can go ahead and burst. That Earth and Eruption. That was a lot of damage. That was a lot of damage. Goodness gracious, that was a lot of damage. There's a lot of that going around. So Vaan's just casually chucking out about 1,000,000 damage with his on his skill 2 right now. I wonder how much this is going to come out to. I gotta say, I've been enjoying setting up these like Mondo burst phases. Alright, 6 million. Not bad, not bad. And most of it on Lamia Queen, which is great, because those other dudes we don't care too much about. I like the synergy. It's a weird sort of pseudo-synergy between Quistis and Agrius, because one's delay-based, one's paralyzed-based, but each can help the other kind of position themselves properly, and they both get brave gaming up. So that's pretty neat. I like that. I like when units work together well. In any case, the orb is no longer quite as scary as it was. We've properly set up, so now Vaan is going to be chucking out like a zillion D damage every time his turn comes around. So we could just go ahead and make sure that... What are we going to do here? We're going to toss out a Hollowed Bolt. Why the heck not? We know that Penello's coming back. Oh, actually, this is funny. I don't know exactly how this happened, but the Lamia just paralyzed Warrior of Light Manikin. I'm not 100% sure on how that happened, being perfectly honest, but I'll take it. We got a free little paralyze there because the Lamia Queen smooched Warrior of Light, who is very handsome. I can't say I blame her, but it was really not the move that she needed to do right then and there. From here on out, we're going to be using a mix of delays, paralyze, and you're going to see at least one HP attack just flat out with Quistis, because I just don't want to push the Queen too far back, because as you know, we don't want to hit that 10-turn threshold for it to warp. So we'll go ahead and summon right now, because they just gained a bunch of Brave, and we need to shave that down or something. Or we could just drop Fated Moly on them, paralyze all of them, and Vaan them. Whoom, whoom, whoom. There we go, that's pretty sweet. Still dealing absurd numbers even without the burst phases, or burst effects in play. I know Quistis' EX is not the most rewarding button to press, but I'm very cognizant of those warps. Trying to avoid letting that happen. I'm also not very great at counting, as I've previously showcased, so I don't want to try to get too clever and, like, you know, min-max it. So we have the HP attack there, just to avoid that, avoid any sort of delay effect. There we go. Alright, we have 10 more turns to play with now. We did lose the Fated Moly, but it's okay. We'll survive. We feel comfortable using Quistis LD now. Vaan is still just doing Vaan things. Look at this. My gosh. As a friendly reminder, as the Doomsayer said, Brave Game reductions kill Vaan and Lufenia Plus. Vaan is dead, he is gone, he will never be useful again. Sure, I'm glad I pitied his BT. Jesus fuck. And Keistis has proven her worth here. Her damage is jank and her auras aren't great, but she brings some Brave Gain up and synergizes well with Agrias here, helping position for those perfect paralyzes and letting Vaan just go wild. So I'm having a ball with these guys. Just go ahead and continue doing those delays and stuff. Yeah, let's drop a Faded Moly. I was pleasantly surprised to see how well everything came together for this. This was one of those teams that felt like it should be perfect on paper, but I could see just like something not working right. I don't know why. Sometimes that just happens. But everything worked out perfectly here, as you can see. Once I figured out the right... between you and me, the getting that opening, everything up until the Vaan burst phase set up properly was a bit touch and go, because there was a definite tension between not wanting the enemies to act, not wanting the Lamia to turn jump, and not wanting the orb to count down too fast before Vaan was ramped up. So that ended up being a fun little exercise of sorts. We're going to go ahead and continue whacking. Just whipping that Lamia. Whipping that snake. Oof. Finally reapplying for Asame. Yeah, so I mean that's basically it. Well, as a word, unfortunately the things aren't going to work out quite as well as I'd like, because with the ads down, we end up full healing Penelo, so that just can't be helped. But we're pretty committed at this point, so we don't really need to care about the 10-turn thing anymore. I'm okay with just trying to blow the Lamia Queen away. Sadly, no more Faded Moly. I'll miss that HP damage up, but it's okay. Go, Vaan, go. Well, you remember what I said about not being good at counting? If I remember right. Well, actually, yep, there it is. There's the warp. And it brings back Warrior of Light, which is tremendous. So that kind of sucks, but whatever. We'll just Sephiroth them and just finish them off with Vaan and stuff. Didn't need to happen. If I one turn away from killing the Lamia, but no, she had to go and bring Wall back. Luckily, silence keeps us from being blown the hell up. Hey, 100% AoE damage coming, doing something there. Thanks, Agrias. Damage contributions. So now we're just going to go ahead and delay these guys to hell and let Vaan go wild. So that ended it, just clean up, As I said in my last video, kind of anticlimactic. I get why they did it. It just kind of takes away from the dramatic tension at the end. It's like, okay, I guess we're just going to kind of derp our way through these manikins now. Still, I'm sure there have been plenty of heartbreaks by people who killed the Lamia and then were wiped out by one of these doofuses. F's in the chat for all of those guys, I guess. Just go ahead and generator whip these guys away. Or, actually, yeah, we don't want to waste time to generator whipping. We can be very busy luminescing. There we go. Vaan is... what a beast. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. That was a lot of fun. Yeah, no burst. No burst plus, no synergy. Pretty cool. Not even on the friend unit. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching to the end. Adios.